Hey, what's going on, everyone? Mike Rose here, and today we're going to check out FENIX. So, FENIX is a protocol, it's a cryptocurrency, and it's connected to Zen Crypto. So, let's check this out. So, trust through consensus and permissionless value exchange without counterparty risk. So, if you're not familiar with Bitcoin or crypto, then this is probably going to be just way over your head. You're not going to understand what's going on here, so this video is most likely not going to be for you. If you're familiar with Bitcoin and you're interested, then you might want to stick around. And if you've been in crypto for a long time, then yeah, this might interest you because it's different from the usual crypto projects that are around. So, okay, let's get into this right here. It's probably some of the more important stuff. So, contract has been audited, proof of burn. It essentially can only be created through a cryptocurrency called XEN. It's got an inflation rate of 1.61 that gets paid to the people that are staking, depending on how much you stake and your portion of the overall pool. Fair launch. So you see, this is where it's starting to get really important, and also highlighting the differences between this cryptocurrency and the common cryptocurrency, which of course usually does everything opposite to this. To be frank, most of them do get the audits, right? But this one is audited by probably the best in the business, which is Certik. So we've got a fair launch. What does that mean? Equitable initial investment distribution ensures all stakeholders have an equal opportunity to participate and benefit. This is incredibly important. Probably one of the most important things. If you're ever going to get into cryptocurrency, this should be one of the most important things that you're looking at. Do I have an opportunity here to get in with everybody else at, a reasonable ground floor entry, or am I, late to the party and buying someone else's bags? Okay, so hyperstructure. This is pretty cool stuff. It's a little bit new to me in terms of the idea, but I have heard it recently and it seems quite interesting. Let's see here. No admin keys. This is incredibly important. A lot of contracts have these, and next thing you know, your money's gone. No pre-mine. Almost all coins have this. So usually, what they do is they create most of the coins for them, and then they just keep. They might keep 10%. They might keep 25%. The founders, or they might even keep 90%. And then you have the classic ICO thing, and this is essentially where the founders basically sell shares before deploying it publicly. They sell shares, or they another thing is called the sacrifice thing, which is I'm not going to get into. And then no investor allocation. So this is kind of like the whole VC thing. Most of the projects, like the layer 2 type things, the arbitrums, the optimistic roll-ups, basically all of them, they essentially have venture capitalists, and they take a nice chunk of the coins, and then of course the insiders and the founders, and let's just say that they usually get a good chunk of the supply, at least. And then backdoors. That's something that's why you have to get the audits, and it's got to be a reputable audit to make sure that there's no backdoors. So yeah, let's see. This might get a little more technical here. Um, hmm. Yeah, so this is. So you see, no single party will own or outsize the amount of the initial supply, and encourages the entire community to cooperate and coordinate. It's created from Burn Zen. Now, what is Zen? Zen is the fastest growing cross-chain protocol with an initial vision of onboarding 100 million users into crypto. So yeah, these again, is probably the most important thing. So I mean, if if you're into crypto and you like to, right, make certain investments or bets or however you'd call it, then this is not. I mean, this is not financial advice, of course. But what I'm saying is, in comparison to most of the other opportunities, at least with this one, you know that, okay, the founders didn't get all the coins, the venture capitalists didn't get all the coins, they didn't pre mine all the coins and then buy them up at the bottom, right? Like one of our favorite dog coins, we all know. So there's lots of ways of manipulating this game to make it seem like it was fair. And again, this is why it's really critical component is who got all the coins, where are all the coins, right? And you, as a community member, what is your ability to access those coins, right? Are you only allowed to access a small percentage of the supply while the founders and the insiders are able to access most of them, right? Are they doing airdrops where they know all of the little tricks of what's needed to get the airdrop while you don't? So that's one of my big issues with airdrops and all this layer two and all this stuff. When it's like, how do we know that the insiders aren't the ones getting all of the airdrops? They're the ones that know what actually has to be done. And a lot of these airdrops, we don't really know, right? There's tutorials, but we don't really know. But the people who are running it really know. So that's why I'm not crazy about airdrops. So anyway, I don't want to get too into this, but essentially what it boils down to is that the you're gonna get rewards based on how long you stake and your percentage of the whole pool. So the longer you stake, the more of the pool you're gonna get, and the more of the penalties you're gonna get. Because if you unstake early, if you claim that you're gonna stake for 5 years and you only want to, and then you end up pulling out your money, then you're gonna have to pay a penalty. So you do have to really know what you're doing if you want to play this game. Make sure you understand the rules before you get involved. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a CPA. I'm not here to give you financial advice. Okay. I wouldn't look at this as an investment. I would say if you're going to look at it a little bit more as a game, right? It's a little bit more like a game. I don't know if I wouldn't say that the element of luck is necessarily involved, but of course, if the price appreciation, usually there's always an element of luck, right? Does it get popular or not, right? Who knows? So anyway, I'm not going to get too much into this. You guys kind of see what's going on here. If you're actually interested, then you can read a little bit more into it. But it shows you can stake from anywhere from 1 day to 21 years. So that's pretty extreme to do the whole 21 year. But it does show you that this is a long-term game here. And then it tells you you'll break even when 71% is complete. So let's just say you do 5-year stake, and then 3 years in, you're tired, you don't want to finish. Well, you can get your money back. You usually get your money back, so they're telling you, without paying, right? The penalty essentially will be the interest that you're forfeiting for not finishing your term. And then the big no-no is getting a penalty, which would mean that you're finishing your stake well before your term is complete, right? So this is where all the mathematics comes into play. So this isn't out yet, but I think this should be out next week or 2 weeks, I believe. So yeah, if you're interested in learning a little bit more about it, then yeah, this is, let's see, That should be the website. No, that's not the website. This is the Zen website. So this is the one that, this is kind of the one that inspired, I would say, one of the inspirations for FENIX. So that's why FENIX uses this as the gas token, right? So you can't, essentially you need this Zen coin, this XEN coin to even get in. So, and this was created by an early Google engineer, 21st Google engineer, Mr. Jack Levin. So, and this is, right, this is something else. If you're into FENIX, if you're interested in FENIX and you don't know about this Zen project, then I would suggest you learn about Zen. And I do have some other videos that cover it as well. And yeah, this Zen thing, there's going to be a lot going on with this. So this is kind of a foundation for a new cryptocurrency ecosystem, you could say. So there's going to be a blockchain, there's going to be other projects like FENIX, there's already another one called DBZen, which is another protocol that essentially burns your Zen and will give you a yield in the gas token you're using. So for instance, you would burn your Zen, you would burn a certain amount of ether, and then you would get rewards in this DBZen coin and the ether gas that you just paid. So that's where it's different from any other cryptocurrency, is that you actually, instead of the miners getting the gas fee, you as the user would get the gas fee. So lots of cool stuff. If you're new to all of this, then this is probably way over your head, and you should start from the beginning. But if you've been around for a while and you're sick of founders running away with money and taking all the rewards and changing the contract whenever they want and changing the rules of the game whenever they want, and all the gimmicks and all the stuff that comes along with crypto, then yeah, take a look at the Zen ecosystem. So yeah, I don't want to make this too long. It's just kind of a short little video here. But yeah, I'll cover more of this when it launches, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, guys, take care. Have a good one. I'll see you later.